What's going on there, YouTube? And welcome back to another comic book video. Alright guys, so it's time for us to jump back to more Fear itself. Now, we already covered the first 3 chapters of this storyline. But today guys, we are going to cover the 4th and 5th chapter of Fear itself. Now, guys, also to note, the stage has been set up. Bucky died in the last video, and so now you have Steve Rogers as Captain America once again in Marvel Comics. Thor has been sent back to Earth to fight alongside the men of Earth, as Odin says it, and Iron Man is, well, Iron Man right now. But the stage has been set up for our heroes to come together and try to fight back against the Serpent and his forces. The question is though, can the Avengers win this battle? And guys, like I said, we are going to cover part 4 and part 5 of this storyline. I hope you enjoy. Now guys, when it comes to the Fear itself storyline, we do pick up with chapter 4. Now guys, with chapter 4, we do pick up with Thor returning back to Earth after his father told him that he has 24 hours to basically save the Earth, to work alongside with the Avengers to save the Earth. So you have 24 hours to complete this job, my son. Now, the thing is though, Thor crashes down in Braxton, Oklahoma, the same place the siege event took place earlier in the Marvel timeline. And so with Thor crashing down in Braxton, Oklahoma, and when he's trying to leave to go find the Avengers, well, he runs into a bunch of people trying to protect their city. The thing is though, when he goes down to help them out, you have these people tell Thor, leave us alone. We don't want your help because we already know that this is your fault. We heard that there's people all over the world that have these magical hammers basically right now causing havoc across the world. We know that this is your fault, Thor. This is your guys' fault. The superhero community, the Asgardians. We do not want your help at all. We can protect our city by ourselves. And so Thor has no choice to lead these people to defend their city by themselves. Now, we do jump over to Nick Fury, Black Widow, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. And the thing is though guys, these guys are all right now saying their final goodbye to Bucky. Guys, remember, at the end of our last video, Bucky died. Bucky was killed by the daughter of the Red Skull, Sin, who's right now has one of the hammers that was given out by the Serpent. And she's the leader of the Serpent forces right now. And so she killed Bucky in our last video. The thing is though, you have Thor, Steve Rogers, and Tony Stark come together and say, we need a game plan. We need a game plan right now to stop the Serpent. So let's get a game plan going. Now, you do have Thor. You have Thor tell Steve Rogers, listen, there is an old myth in Asgard that says if the Serpent ever returns, the God of Thunder has to fight the Serpent. But if the God of Thunder fights the Serpent, they both die. And so you have Steve Rogers say, no, that is not going to happen. We are going to have a game plan and we are going to make sure that that myth does not ever happen. And so you have Steve Rogers tell Tony Stark, listen, we have people out there with magical hammers wreaking havoc right now. So we need our own kinds of weapons. Tony Stark, that is your department. Go out there and get us some weapons. Thor, listen, the Serpent, if he is your father's brother, go talk to him. Go talk to him like he's your family member. Go out there and talk to the Serpent. Try to talk some sense into him and try to tell him to call off these attacks. Go do what you can. Me, myself, Steve Rogers, I'm going to the front lines to help the Avengers fight against the forces of the serpent. Now, to wrap up part 4 of Fear Itself, you do have Thor go talk to his uncle, the serpent. He goes there. He's kind of like, listen, I know my father messed up, but please do not destroy the earth. Like, we can work this out. If you, me, my father can come together and just talk it out, we can save 2 worlds. But you had the serpent say, no. Your father basically took the throne from me, and he locked me on earth to never be seen ever again. So no, I am not gonna sit down and talk it out. I'm gonna make sure that your father dies, that I get Asgard back, because Asgard belongs to me. Now, to wrap up part 4, we do jump over to Tony Stark. And the thing is though, guys, Tony Stark goes to the place where Asgard used to be at. And the thing is though, guys, you have Tony Stark call out for Odin. And I mean, guys, he is calling out for Odin. He tells Odin to get his butt down here. And so Odin arrives, and you have Tony Stark say, listen, this is your fault. This is your fault that the earth is right now falling apart because of you and your crazy brother. So listen to me right now. You are going to help me out. You are going to give me the chance to make some weapons to fight against your brother. I'm basically asking you to give me a fighting edge to basically take care of your problem. So you, Odin, are going to help me out. And guys, once again, like I said, to wrap up part 4, we do jump back over to Thor. And the thing is though, guys, the serpent heard enough from Thor, and he sends Thor back to New York. But the thing is though, the serpent gives Thor the 2 most powerful people on his roster right now, the Hulk and the Thing, who are both been taken over by the serpent because they both picked up magical hammers, and now they have to fight against Thor. Now guys, when it comes to Fear Itself number 5, with this book right here, guys, this book basically picks up where number 4 left off at. You have Thor fighting against the Hulk and the Thing. Now guys, remember, the Hulk and the Thing, they are being mind controlled. They're being mind controlled by the serpent when all those hammers crashed down on Earth. And you had the Hulk and you had the Thing go to 1 hammer each and pick them up. Their minds got instantly mind controlled by the serpent, and the serpent told them to go out there and wreak havoc. But now the serpent telling them, listen, you 2, I need you to fight against Thor. I need you to get rid of my nephew. And so you have the Hulk, you have the Thing fighting against Thor. Now, you do have Thor kind of give a little trash talk. He's kind of like, listen, Ben Grimm, we have fought multiple times, but Ben Grimm, you have never been on my level. But Hulk, you have always been a challenge to me. But the thing is though, I don't have time to deal with you 2. I have to beat you guys up and go stop my uncle before he destroys the earth. I literally have 24 hours. And so you have Thor just start beating up on the Thing and the Hulk. He goes full on power mode. He's like, no, it's time for me to get rid of you guys. And so you have Thor just throw his hammer right through the Thing's body, like leaving a gaping hole through his body, making it seem like he just killed the Thing. And the thing is, Thor does not even care right now. He said, I'm sorry, but I have to do what I have to do. And he continues to fight the Hulk because right now, the Hulk is the last man standing in his way to stopping his uncle. And so we all think right now, well, dang, the Thing is going to die. But the thing is though, the children of Reed Richards and Susan Richards, which is Franklin Richards and Valerie Richards, they both walk up to the Thing, and you have you have Franklin Richard. You have him use his powers as a way to heal up the Thing, turn the Thing back to normal, which means he is no longer under the control of the Serpent. Now, we do jump over to Steve Rogers, Captain America. And the thing is though, guys, he is trying to fight against Sin. Guys, remember, Sin is the daughter of the Red Skull, the same person who killed Bucky in our last video. And so right now you have Steve Rogers kind of like, listen, I'm all in right now. I'm gonna make sure I kick your butt because right now I'm mad at you. You killed my best friend. You killed someone I was really close to. The last person I had who knew about me from World War II, and you killed him. No, it's time for me to go ahead and beat you up. And so you have Steve Rogers trying his best to fight against Sin. Now guys, remember, Sin, the daughter of the Red Skull, she was the first person to get a hammer. And thing is, guys, she's literally almost as strong as Thor. And so it's not a fair match for Steve Rogers, but he just keeps on trying and trying. Now, the thing is though, guys, we do jump over to Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. And the thing is though, guys, Iron Man is still trash talking Odin. You have Tony Stark say, listen, Odin, this is your fault. This is your fault that right now you are about to go into war with your own brother. That your own son might die fighting against your own brother. That we all might die because we're fighting against your brother. So here's the thing for you, Odin. You are going to help me to basically help you. I need to go to your world, use your work area to make even more powerful weapons to give to my Avengers. Because right now, that is the only way we have a fighting chance to save the world and to save your butt from getting killed by your own brother. And so you have Odin kind of like, dang, this little human being is literally going to trash talk me and tell me what I'm going to do. All right, you know what? Fine. I guess you can come with me. I guess we'll work together to find a way to defeat my brother by letting you come into my workshop. Now, we do jump back over to Thor and the Hulk. And the thing is though, guys, you have Thor just keep beating down on the Hulk. And the thing is though, guys, Thor just basically throws the Hulk into space. He's kind of like, listen, I don't have time for this. I literally have to go fight against my uncle and make sure that he does not cause any more problems on Earth right now. And so Thor just gets rid of the Hulk just like that. Now we do jump back over to Steve Rogers and the Avengers now, because right now you have Steve Rogers leading a team of the Avengers to fight against the Serpent. The Serpent appeared in front of the Avengers. And so of course, knowing the Avengers, they're kind of like, okay, so this is our time to finally wrap everything up. We can defeat this man right now if we all just work together as the Avengers. Avengers assemble. And so you have the Avengers try to stop the Serpent. The thing is though, the Serpent is literally almost as powerful as Odin. Maybe even more powerful than Odin. And so the Serpent was able to just wipe everybody out. Just like that, bam, gone. The Avengers never stood a chance. The Avengers lost the battle as soon as they tried to go up against the Serpent. And so you do have Steve Rogers waking up after being knocked out by the Serpent. And the thing is though, guys, you have the Avengers asking Steve Rogers, what do we do next? What is our next move? and you have Steve Rogers tell the Avengers, dudes, guys, like, look around. We lost. It's over. The Earth is actually going to die. And guys, that wraps up today's video. Now guys, in the next video, we are going to cover part 6 and part 7, and that's going to wrap up our coverage over Fear itself. And then we are going to move back over to Brian Michael Bendis Avengers and New Avengers. And guys, we are going to cover volume 3 of both those storylines right there. But anyways guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video and go back to watching more Netflix because I found some new shows to watch, even though one show just got canceled. But anyways guys, hit that like down below and also subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. But anyways guys, I'm out of here and I'll see you on the next comic book video.